Welcome back to another weekly episode of anime, manga, video games, and more news. And we are at episode 11. And yesterday, I'll have to say, Tuesday, September 13th, probably was the most interesting day for anything, especially for video games that just came out. So starting from Monday, September 12th until today, September 14th, here are some articles that I saw that was very interesting and like to share with you guys. So if you guys didn't know, there's obviously a new anime coming out on Netflix. And no, I'm not talking about Cyberpunk Edge Runners that came out yesterday, September 13th. Mind you, I did start watching. I'm up like episode 5, but no. But for anyone that is watching the show, do tell me how you feel about it so far. I do know it's based on Cyberpunk 2047, and they're going to have a DLC character that looks like Keanu Reeves. But this is actually based on a horror manga, and it states on the article that Exception Horror Anime's trailer reveals cast, composer, and it debuts on October 13th next month. So that is a Thursday is coming out. So the article says that Ryuichi Sakamoto composes score for anime starring Chikahiro Kobayashi, Takahiro Sakurai, Yuko Kaida, and more. Netflix unveiled the first trailer for the new space horror anime Exception on Monday. The trailer reveals the anime's cast, composer, and October 13 worldwide debut on Netflix. And they show basically it looks more like it's going to be 3D, and they show the visual poster for it. So Netflix update description of the anime stories read: in the far future, humanity has been driven from Earth and forced to move its population to another galaxy. Shoot, we're not even moving to the moon or Mars. We're going to a whole new galaxy. Dang. Members of a scouting team are sent to search for a planet suitable for terraforming. So wait, this is terraformers? Except without humanoid cockroaches? Cool. The crew is created through a biological 3D printer? What? But a system malfunction causes one of the new members, Lewis, to emerge in a deformed state. As Lewis turns on his fellow crew members, Nina, Mac, Patty, and Oscar, a countdown to the end of the mission begins in the frightening darkness of the ship. So basically, humans now they're doing 3D printing of humans. What the frig? Technology has advanced so far that we no longer, how does that compute? 3D printing? Do we take cells, the egg, and and we put it together in a 3D printer, and then we make a human out of that? And I know this is all sci-fi and everything, but just thinking about it, my mind can't comprehend that. You're not even made. And the fact that it's in a galaxy, it's not to say they went to, again, the moon or Mars. Typically stuff they would say go to a planet that's within our galaxy, like the Milky Way galaxy or anything. It's another galaxy, meaning any of the first humans that did leave Earth due to its destruction, a lot of them died before they could reach that destination. So they had to repopulate while they were most likely on that spaceship until they were able to land. What? That is so crazy. And they're telling that the film score composer and musician Ryuichi Sakamoto, who did The Last Emperor, The Wings of Hone Mise, Appleseed, is composing the score for the anime. Does it say how much episodes? It doesn't say. So it is coming out on October 13th, which is most likely Thursday. So, and it's coming out on Netflix. So, guys, I do believe I don't know if this is a original anime or if it's based off of manga, but if it is based off of manga, do tell me, manga readers of exception, how do you feel about this adaptation that's going to be showing on Netflix starting next month? If not, then guys, just keep this on your calendar. There's a lot of stuff coming out next month, a lot of anime coming out, so keep that on your calendar, keep that in your bookmarks for Exception, which is a horror anime. And it's very fitting because October is the month of Halloween. Now, like I said, that a lot of video game news came out yesterday, September 13th, with Nintendo Direct showcase and also what PlayStation's showcased yesterday as well. I missed Nintendo's, but I managed to watch PlayStation. So we're gonna start off with a Nintendo, and they say for Zelda fans, The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom trailer reveals May 12th, next year, May 12th, 2023 release date. So they did show a trailer that showed of Link climbing towards and falling from great heights and using a mystical glider. So the article says the title and release date for the long-awaited sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild was announced during the Nintendo Direct presentation on Tuesday. The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom game is set for release on the Nintendo Switch console on May 12, 2023. A new trailer shows footage of Link climbing towards and falling from great heights and using a mystical glider. You can watch it on YouTube. Just just write in the title Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom trailer and you'll be able to watch it. They did say that the sequel game to it, that this game, which is a sequel to Breath of the Wild, they said it was delayed to this year. It was supposed to come out this year, but then it was delayed for next year. And they say it's due to extend development time. So they just need more time to give you guys the best experience and best time playing this game and to really give their all. So, even though we probably may have wanted it this year, it's best that, they take their time to basically take out all the kinks and fix anything that needs to be fixed, from graphics to movement to actual gameplay, all that stuff that's needed to make a really exciting game and live up to being the sequel to Breath of the Wild. So obviously Breath of the Wild came out back 5 years ago, March 2017, so it's been a minute. It's been really a minute. So I can't wait to see what you guys think of this game. I played a little bit Breath of the Wild on my friend's Switch. But I definitely will have to tell my friends to go check out that game if anybody's that I know is going to purchase it. So another game that is coming out, Final Fantasy. Okay, Final Fantasy is coming out. It's actually a remaster of Crisis Core Final Fantasy 7 Reunion Remaster game gets December 13th release. So now that I think about it, when is the second half of Final Fantasy? Was it Final Fantasy 7? The second half of the game is coming out. I wonder when that is, because they only showed the first half, and the first half came out, what, 2 years ago? When is the second half coming out? But they do say Square Enix released a launch date trailer for its Crisis Core Final Fantasy V Reunion Remaster game on Tuesday. The game will debut on PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, Xbox Series XS, Xbox One, and PC via stream on December 13th. Again, you can watch the trailer on YouTube as well to see everything from the remastering from the old version compared to the new version and what they added from what they took out, so on and so forth. So they say the new remastered version will have HD graphics, dual language settings, and new 3D models for characters, as well as new music arrangements. Nintendo describes the story. Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion follows the story of Zack Fair, a young warrior admired by the boy destined to save the world, trusted by men renowned as heroes of legend, and loved by the girl who holds the fate of the planet in her hands. The tale of Zack's dreams and honor, the legacy that connects him to Cloud, is revealed in full in this grand saga that has broken the limits of an HD remaster. And the original Crisis Core version of the game came out on PlayStation Portable in 2007, so it's been 15 years since then. Yeah, 15 years since the last time anyone has seen this game, and I did see someone do a comparison with Eric and Zach from the 2007 version, which didn't look bad, and then they compared it to the new remastered version, and I'm like, wow, that's actually pretty cool. Now, this is actually the most exciting news in terms of games, and it was actually the first video that came on for PlayStation's Play game stream that came out yesterday. It streamed here around 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, EST, and that was actually the first trailer that they showed, which was Tekken 8. So they say Sony's State of Play presentation announced that Tekken 8 is currently in development at Bandai Namco for the PlayStation 5 console. No further details were revealed. Instead, a teaser trailer showed an intense battle between Jin Kazuma and Kazuya Mishima against the infamous volcano as a backdrop. Tekken Project chief producer Katsuhiro Hara explained to Sony that the footage in the trailer is from the game's story mode and is not a pre-rendered movie. In other words, all the character models, backgrounds, and effects are the same ones that are used in-game, Hara said. The backgrounds seen in the trailer are also real effects that can occur during gameplay. Hara teased that the essence of the game story is also shown in the trailer, but he's not up for revealing the meaning behind the volcano. This new entry will focus on the father and son showdown between Kazuya Mishima and Jin Kazuma. As for the meaning of the scene in the trailer and how significant it is to the main story, we look forward to you finding out when the game releases, he said. So, this is actually really good news because fortunately enough, I was able to watch Bloodline. I did play Tekken 7 on my PlayStation. You can see the controllers. I have played, so I do want to know what they will add to this game. So I'm guessing in this storyline of Tekken 8, this possibly may be, and this is just my guess, this may be the final showdown between father and son. You know, because I don't think Jin was really like a main character. I don't think he was. It was more so following Kazuya and the grandfather, and I can't remember his name right now, but it was mainly focusing on those two, and Jin was like a sub character, second lead main character, something of that, so I can't really remember too much, but I actually want to see if this is going to be, because they're about to fight in this one, so I wonder if it's going to be like the final showdown between father and son and everything. Like, is Jin going to be the one to throw Kazuya off the volcano? Like, bro, that would be actually that would be like, what, full circle? First the grandpa, now the dad. The grandpa, now the dad. Is somebody gonna throw Jin in the new game? Who knows? Come full circle, and you're dead. So we're going to end it off here. It's pretty short because I didn't want to have to do every single game that came out yesterday. I do know that Bayonetta 3 is coming out next month, I believe, or in December, and I may have to steal one of my friend's Switches to be able to play the game, because I don't have a Switch, and I'm going to go and steal it. I mean borrow it for like a few months and finish the game for them, you know. That's probably the most anticipated game of this year that I actually want to play. I want to play Bayonetta 3. But this is regarding anime. So, this one is kind of spicy. So this is for all of you guys that kind of like your spicy josei manga. This series is called Sazanami Soshi ni Shojo o Sasagu. It's going to premiere next year, 2023, and it's going to show first at it's a Comic Fiesta series. It's published under Comic Fiesta, and it's getting an anime starting next year. We know censorship. They're gonna have two versions for this manga. There's gonna be the censored one, and then the uncensored one, which is gonna be very hard to. It's gonna be very hard for all of us to find. But here they say publisher Suseisha revealed Wednesday that Comic Festa Anime, or Anime Fiesta original series of Aki Murakami's, I might as well just say the English version, I give my virginity to Soshi Sazanami, now let's take our time to love her, manga will premiere on Tokyo MX and BS 11 in 2023. So anyone that is a fan of this series, I did peep this series. I'm not even gonna hold you, I peeped the series myself. I'm actually surprised it's getting an anime, but then again, I shouldn't be so surprised because I did remember some titles over the last couple of years that have gotten anime versions on these, you know, rated R series. Spicy Josei series have gotten anime. 2 versions, like I said, the uncensored and the censored version. Again, like I said, I'm actually surprised this series was going to get an anime. I didn't think it was ever going to happen, but I guess I shouldn't be too much. It shouldn't be too much of a surprise because it's not like it's unheard of that these type of series do get an anime. But it's just like, you know, you see some that do, some that don't. But hey, congrats. More than likely, they're going to show it at Comic Fiesta, some comic convention that centers on these type of stories, and they're probably going to drop the trailer there, as well as possibly the audience may be lucky enough to catch the first episode before the actual premiere date. So it is coming out next year, 2023. We don't know when, but more news will be updated as, you know, more news is updated. They'll tell us when we get more information of where they're going to show a trailer, and more than likely possibly show the first episode before it actually comes out. So do keep that in mind for anyone that, you know, wants more Spicy Josei to be animated. So guys, do tell me on how you feel about so far from Monday to today, Wednesday, the news that came out. Obviously, I could have covered all the video games from Nintendo Direct and from PlayStation's State of Play, but of course the videos are up on YouTube. But do tell me, how do you feel about first the Exception horror anime that's coming out on Netflix starting next month on October 13th? Again, if there is a manga version of it, how do you feel about it? Did you watch the trailer? How do you feel about the trailer? Is it drawing you enough to say, okay, I'm gonna go check it out? If they butcher it, they butcher it. Nothing new here, but if it looks good, are you willing to give it that chance? Guys, Zelda fans, how do you feel now that you're finally getting, after 5 years, the direct sequel to Wild of the Wind? And it's coming out, again, they said it's coming out next year, I believe, yeah? So it's coming out next year, May. How do you feel? Are you gonna go buy, you gonna pre-order it? Or are you gonna wait to the day to just go into the store or buy online the game? For Final Fantasy fans, seeing after 15 years, they're remaking Crisis Core, which focuses on Zack. I do know Zack in the Final Fantasy franchise. He is a beloved character. You know, so how do you feel now you get to see a game with this character? It's finally getting a remake well over a decade. And obviously for Tekken fans, we had the anime last month. We had where it was Bloodlines, Tekken Bloodlines, which wasn't bad. I saw all 6 episodes. And now we're getting Tekken 8. And it looks like it's going to be focusing on father and son this time around. And of course, for Sazanami fans, were you shocked to hear that this manga series is getting an anime next year? Do you think it was not possible, or were you just waiting for the day for them to make an announcement? Like, you had that nudge, but you just needed an official announcement to be published for you guys to know that. I would love to hear your comments down below. The links are in the description box. You guys can go check that out. And I'm Kimmy Chan of Anime Legends, and I will see you guys later. Bye. With